Welcome live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. It is September 2nd. Final, what the heck? September.
Yeah, I can't believe it's September already.
Seriously. So let's get. I'm your host Devin Poslusny along with Dave Poslusny. Introduce ourselves. Let's get started right away. Motorsports in 60. Show lineup. Sorry about that. Here's your show lineup. Motorsports in 60. IndyCar. Racing Hotspot Blog Report. NASCAR. We have a couple of topics to go along with NASCAR. Fox Sports 1. We told you I was going to mention this on the show. We're going to debate it. Chase Clinchers, which we're going to tell you a list of guys who have clinched and then a list of guys who need to finish in this certain place too. Go on. Virtual lap of Richmond, RH Points Championship, and final lap. Let's get started right away. Motorsports in 60. 60 seconds start now. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series in Canada. Heated race after that. Heated issues after that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Ron Hornaday. 4th, Darrell Wallace Jr. Miguel Paludo finished 3rd. Chad Hackenbrack finished 2nd. Sorry about the name. Chase Elliott won the race.
That's a good for Chase Elliott. He took a long shot at that last turn, and unfortunately took out Dylan doing so. But I don't think he did it on purpose. I just think he was like really trying to get in there, went in there way too fast. And if it wasn't for Dylan being in the way, he probably would have went straight to the wall. I don't think he would have been able to take that turn, because as you saw, as the wreck occurred, he still wound up in the grass and almost hitting the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But that is his first win, if I'm not incorrect.
No, you're correct.
I say good for him.
And Dave made us talk longer. Nice job.
I'm good at that.
Finish out here. Really, it's going to be motorsports in a minute and a half. NASCAR Nationwide Series and Atlanta. Kyle Larson finished 5th. Casey Kane 4th. Sam Hornish Jr. 3rd. Kyle Busch 2nd. And Kevin Harvick won the race there. Move right along here to IndyCar. The Baltimore Grand Prix, they raced Sunday. Well,
Are we still on the 60 or 90 or
no.
120? I'm just curious, did you catch any of the Le Mans? I think that's what they call them. The other group that raced it, because they're all going to be one next year, so it's I can't remember the damn names of the different, different series. But did anybody catch the, oh, you guys were on the road. So no, you didn't.
We didn't catch anything.
We didn't catch...
They didn't even make it to the green flag and wrecked about 12 cars. Right at the start. The green flag came out and just melee. Beautiful Ferrari in pieces. And oh man, was that driver mad. Oh, was he mad. And it just appeared to be just one mistake made by one guy. I don't know if somebody didn't go or if somebody jumped the gun. But it was just boom, and next thing you know, it was like they were completely blocking the track. Didn't even make it to the line. But it was pretty wild to watch. I happened to just switched over to it, and I see that they're coming down for the start, and and the green is. I was like, oh my god, what just happened? They didn't even make the line. But yeah, it was an interesting race. I didn't catch any in the car though.
Well, me neither. Yes, I was on the road, so was our cameraman, coming back from New York, non-racing related at all, travels or anything. But, yeah, so I saw the last, 100 laps of the Cup Series race last night. I listened to most of it on the ride home, but whatever, we're not there yet.
That ran pretty late, too.
Baltimore Grand Prix for IndyCar, top 5, Simona Di Silvestro, I think I said that name right.
Yeah, Silvestro, you're right.
Finished 5th. Justin Wilson finished 4th. Sebastian Bourdais finished 3rd. Joseph Newgarden finished 2nd. And Simon Pagenaud won the race. Now to our RH blog report. Move right along here. AdvoCare 500 for only one race a year at Atlanta. It was a good race. I listened to half of it on the radio, then watched the rest on ESPN2. It was a big shaker in the NASCAR standings and the the Racing Hotspot Points Championship. Next race is Richmond C. Then, and we'll get to the Points Championship in a minute or two. We'll all see what I mean. Okay, now we'll go back to the notes here. NASCAR. Kyle Busch won at Atlanta.
Why is it not working?
He's having a malfunction
Okay, there we go.
with his computer. Here's your top 5. Ryan Newman finished 5th. Kurt Busch finished 4th. Martin Truex Jr. with the melting cast finished 3rd. Joey Logano finished 2nd, and Kyle Busch won the race. Yes.
I still say that Kurt's going to take one, though.
Eventually. 11 races left in the season. So, he's got
And I also have the feeling that Martin's going to stir up the chase. Because they're actually coming. They didn't finish well yesterday, but I do believe that the level of concentration that they're all putting into it right now. I don't know if you've read any of the interviews with Mark, and they keep trying to get him up for what he's going to do next year. And he just keeps repeating the same thing. I have no idea and I don't care right now. I'm trying to help out a friend of mine, and unfortunately it's a big change. You're going from Toyota to Chevy, going from a 250-pound man to a 150-pound man. So not only is it difficult for Mark, but it's difficult for the team themselves, trying to adjust everything. But I do believe they're going to get it, and they're going to get it right. And he may also pull off a win, or maybe multiple wins during a chase, because he's got the car. I mean, Tony's car is a good car, there's no doubt. It's just a matter of adapting the team, the driver, and car to synchronize.
Alright. So, now I did say in our top 5 there, Martin Truex Jr. with the melting cast. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, I did.
His cast was melting in his car. When I said that to my dad, he's like, what? What? I'm like, well, it's hot in there. Plastic cast.
Yeah,
Melting.
they were talking something about the possibility of using carbon fiber in the future.
Probably next week at Richmond. So there's your top 5. Now, we're going to go to a subject that I added in. You're not there yet. Go back. Don't jump the gun. Man,
Am I on the right page?
Yeah, you are.
Stop yelling at me!
It's like we have to keep going a leash or something. Do you want me to just take over the laptop?
Well, I'm trying to help you out by turning it towards you, so...
So, lately, well, in August, the Speed went away, Fox Sports 1 and 2 came in, and I was all for it. He doesn't get Fox Sports 2, I don't get Fox Sports 2. Our cameraman's the only one who gets Fox Sports 2 around us. But...
well, it's almost like the networks are trying to force you into spending more on the services, and the economy today, they have to understand this is going to hurt them next year, in my opinion. I think it's going to hurt, because if I can't see it, how can I even do this show? You know what I mean?
Well,
obviously you still got the internet, but then, I'm sorry, but I like to be able to watch it on TV. I don't want to do what you do every week and miss the race and then quick go through the reviews and all that other stuff.
Whoa, that's cold.
Burn, man, burn.
It is true, though. But...
almost every week. So, did you see the race? Well, I caught the last... like, okay.
Alright,
But I will admit, at the same time, you're involved in a lot of other things, so it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
But next year it ain't going to matter, because neither one of us gets it. We're all going to have to go to his house.
No, actually, I get NBC Sports Network. So.
Do you?
But that's the thing, and I know we came up with the Fox Sports 1 thing, but NBC Sports Network, it never said the NBC Sports Network, it just said NBC Sports.
Well, I think what I'm going to wind up doing is just pressing dish, and I'm thinking they're eventually going to bend. But why do the networks have to do that? You know what I mean? Just put it on the one that everybody gets. And it's terrible. And who is out next year completely? I actually heard that somebody bailed. It's another network that does a few races. They will not be involved at all next year.
TNT?
Is it TNT?
I don't know. They only do 6 races.
Then it must have been TNT. TNT owned by CBS by any chance?
No, Speed, Fox owns them, or
Okay, so
Yeah, I
there
don't
shouldn't
know.
be any change there.
they're
But
all connected somehow. But back to the Fox Sports 1 thing. The last week, no, 2 weeks ago when they raced at Bristol, they had the Wheel and Modifieds and the trucks on Wednesday.
mm-hmm.
And usually they rarely air Wheel and Modified races. And when they came up to us, up here in New Hampshire, they're nuts. They're crazy. You put them on a 1.5-mile track, you're going to want to see that.
Yeah.
Now, when I heard that, I'm like, oh, sweet, I'm going to be able to watch that tonight. And I go and I look, oh no, it's not on Fox Sports 1, it's on Fox Sports 2. It's like, and also truck qualifying was, and some of the practice was, and some nationwide practice later that week was.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what happened to the truck qualifying. So it was on too?
It was on too. And
because I'm all of a sudden I'm reading things that are saying who qualified and in what positions, and I'm going, I looked, I didn't find it on the schedule.
yeah, exactly. And sometimes, you know what, due to TV scheduling, they don't put it on TV as like, this week I don't think, no. Last week they didn't put Cup Series qualifying on, if you remember. It wasn't on anything.
No, I
Well,
don't
no, it was on ESPN. Never mind. But what I'm basically saying is, guys, put it back that all racing goes on Fox Sports 1 or something. Don't take it and go, here's Speed, we're going to split you in half and put certain races on Fox Sports 2 and certain races on Fox Sports 1. Seriously, whenever Friday comes around, Friday afternoon, I used to go, when I went over to my cameraman or my grandfather's house, we'd go on 280, which is our TV channel for Speed, or now Fox Sports 1. We used to look, oh, what's on? Qualifying, practice, cool, trackside, can't wait to watch that. Now, it's like, oh, look, U.S. League Soccer. Oh, and then baseball tonight, yay. How exciting. Really? Come on. Move it back.
Some people do like that, but
No.
I have to agree though. They took a racing only network and now they've made it
Everything.
Yeah, it's difficult to even understand what's going on when you're looking at the guide.
Yeah.
You go to the guide and it's like, really?
Put it
There's
up.
baseball on Speed, but it's not Speed anymore.
And it's just, I
It's
don't
funny
agree
because
with it.
Speed sounds a lot like greed, and that's what I think is really what's causing this.
Yeah, exactly. Fox wants to have 3 networks now. You have your little down on the smaller channels network that has
Well, that's their major network.
That's your, yeah, but then you have Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports 2. Seriously, guys, come on.
Pretty soon they're gonna switch Family Guy over to Fox Sports 2, so I can't watch that either.
But I just feel what they need to do is, and I don't know if you noticed this, but before Fox Sports 1 came, they had a bunch of commercials for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you're home for NASCAR, Fox Sports 1. And it's like, oh, cool. Then comes along, oh, wait a minute, hey, there's now Fox
Not
Sports 2.
really, though.
Yeah, we lied to you for the last 6.5 months that everything's going to be on
be
Fox
honest with
Sports
you,
1.
Devin, if they don't make changes ahead of time, I think it's going to hurt them, and the 2015 season, we're going to see a lot of changes. That's just my guess, but I don't know. Because like I said, with the economy today, a lot of people can't afford the higher tier packages with your, whatever you're with, Dish, DirecTV, whatever cable network you have.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
And I know that, and I don't even look at all the finances and stuff at our house. But it's just, I was upset. Luckily, my grandfather DVR'd it, so the next day I was able to watch it and skip through all the commercials. But I'd like to watch it live. This way I don't have to go over to his house. No, I'm not saying no offense. No, but
I don't mind the commercials because they give you a chance to go to the bathroom or run the refrigerator, stuff like that.
yeah.
But a lot of times, though, I do the same thing you do, or he does. I'll record it and then start it later, so that basically what happens is I team up with the television at the end, as the I'm fast forwarding through commercials, I'll actually wind up catching up with them right towards the end. So maybe I get caught up by a couple of commercials. But unfortunately, I will be honest, a lot of the times I completely forget to even fast forward the commercial.
Okay, we're going to do one last thing. We're going to go to break. Chase clinchers. We have Jimmy Johnson, Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, and Matt Kenseth. Oh, and Casey Kane. No, he has a wild card.
Yeah, I was going to say Casey
No.
in clinch.
Yeah, so Johnson, Boyer, Harvick, Edwards, and Kenseth are they're all locked in. Nothing can happen. Now, Dale Earnhardt Jr., currently 7th in the points. He has the top 10 finish, 32nd or better, 33rd or better with at least one lap led, or 34th with the most laps. Joey Logano, 8th in points, will clinch a top 10 spot if he 11th or better, 12th or better with at least one lap led, or 13th or better with the most laps. Greg Biffle, 10th, at least 10th, 11th with at least one lap. No, sorry. Finished 9th. 10th. Sorry, there's a circus going on behind the camera. He has to finish 9th or better, 10th with at least one lap, and 11th with the most laps. And then Kurt Busch, I'm picking him all the way this year, has to finish...
Oh, I didn't say he's going to win the championship. I just think he's going to get a win this year. I think he's foolish for moving where he is, too, but that's besides the fact it's a whole other subject.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute after the break. He's currently 10th. He has to finish 2nd. By winning or finish 2nd with at least one lap, or finishing 3rd with the most laps. So he's tight. You have to finish.
Now, Keselowski appears to be out, huh?
It seems like it.
I read a thing this morning that his hopes are not down, but...
Oh, wait, I got more here.
I'm not seeing any possibility at this point.
Well,
He's not had a good season.
I have Jeff Gordon, wild card spot with a victory in Richmond. Casey Kane, 12th, clinched at least a wild card spot. 10th, 10 points outside the top 10. Truex would have by a victory to win. Newman with a victory. Brad Keselowski, whoa, that's a lot of writing for Keselowski. Currently 28 points outside the top 10 for a top 10 spot. Currently winless, Keselowski must win to be a contender for the wild card spot.
Win one or multiple?
What?
It just says must win. Win more than one, or they can do it with one?
They only have one race left.
Oh yeah, good point.
So he has to win.
Duh.
Mathematically, there will be at least 2 drivers outside the top 10 with wins. To clinch, Keselowski needs to win and outpoint Truex by 13 and Newman by 8.
So lead the most laps and...
Basically, he needs
Actually, that's a lot of points now.
He needs to dominate the race.
The way the point system works, that's quite a few points. He has to... Yeah, he would have to dominate the race, lead the most laps.
Wreck out everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's tough. Well, yeah. So there's your scenarios. That's crazy how some people sit down and, well, if he does this and this and this, then he'll go there and there and...
Yeah, I get confused. I can't figure all that out.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we return, we'll be on that screen with your virtual lap of Richmond. Hopefully I won't wreck. I was doing practice before this. I'm scared. And then we'll have your points championship, and we'll round out the show. We'll be right back. Welcome back live for our virtual lap. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do our best not to wreck out here. Richmond. Forgot to tell you the stats. It is 0.75 miles an hour. Sorry. It's 0.75 miles long. 14 degrees in the bankings. 8 degrees in the front stretch. 5 degrees in the back stretch. Definitely tell that this is 14 degrees. Come off turn 4. Start finish line a little more toward turn 4 than most tracks. Some drivers will ride the second line or the bottom line. We'll try the bottom line here and see, now we're right along the double yellow. See, I did a late entry there. On the apron a little bit there. Come into the pits this time. Maybe not. Try this again. Much better. And there's your virtual lap of Richmond. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. We have our points championship now. If we look over at the screen. Okay. So, Dave had Mark Martin, aka 14, in for fifth place, Kurt Busch for 4th, Carl Edwards for 3rd, Greg Biffle for 2nd, and Jeff Gordon for the win. I had Martin Truex Jr. for 5th, Kevin Harvick for 4th, Brad Keselowski for 3rd, Denny Hamlin for 2nd, and Matt Kenseth for the win. Now this is how it went.
No, Denny done gone and blew it up, didn't he?
No, he wrecked. And the tire just shredded. Here's how the points laid out, finished out. I got... Oh, I messed up. There we go. I got 5th place. Dave cut 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So, he basically swept me. But not really that. Not fully.
Coming back.
So 28-2. Now if we go to the link, and you can go to this link, believe it or not, you actually have permission. It's a view-only copy, but...
Okay, I see.
Now if you scroll back up, thank you very much. Dave has 402 points. I have 360. By the way, congratulations, you've now broken the 400-point barrier.
Still pretty close, though.
Yeah, still, I could, if I sweep you this week, I come within 10, 15 points of you.
Are we doing anything special for the chase, or is it going to stay the same?
I believe it's going to stay the same.
Okay.
I think what we're going to still do is it's going to stay the same, but then Homestead, we're going to make our champion. And if you, like, you know how we did with the All-Star race, double my You
so
win.
overall, I'm going to win this one. Kyle Busch wins is what you're telling me.
Okay. So if you scroll down here, says Dave, 28 points. You go to Richmond, and then you go to the Chase, believe it or not. Where the heck is this year gone?
Yeah, it has been a very fast season.
So now here's our points. Here's our picks for this week. I have Jeff Gordon for 5th, Denny Hamlin for 4th, Matt Kenseth for 3rd, Jimmy Johnson for 2nd, and Clint Boyer for the win. Dave has...
You could have just said it. I got Carl Edwards for 5th, Matt Kenseth for 4th, still pushing for Kurt Busch, but I got him for 3rd, Kyle Busch for 2nd, and Jeff Gordon for 1st again.
So there's our picks for Richmond. That's going to get interesting. Now, before we go to our final lap, I forgot to put this in the lineup, but what's going on with the screen? Believe it or not, race fans here, you're probably going to be excited for this. There is only 11 days until race week starts here on New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Yep.
September 14th. So here we have Racing Hotspot, and you're clueless of this, but it's mainly going to be my thing that I do. Racing Hotspot has decided to do a race week thing, which is basically going to be a special series.
What are you going to start like on Wednesday though?
No, we're going to start the Saturday before. Saturday, when we drop off the camper, I'll do a quick little thing showing our mobile studio where it's going to be. And then still working on this. It looks like it's going to happen, but I have to talk to my cameraman and you. Legend car race that night. Not going into the infield. Don't plan to do that because we'll talk after.
That's Saturday night?
Saturday night, yes. And then we take a couple days off, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Mainly Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not really taking off because I have to go to stupid school. But then Thursday night,
Dick Bergman tell you that school is not stupid?
It depends on how you look at it. Education-wise, it's great. Just not wanting to go, it's horrible. So, gotta be honest. It show's about honesty. Thursday night, September 19th is the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Hauler Parade. There is no Rallycross race this time around. So it's up to you if you're going to come or not. And then Friday and Saturday and Sunday, we're still working on that part. Sunday is obviously the Salvania 300. We might do another thing like we did in July, quick little live from the track. We have to talk about what we want to do, because I know you mentioned something about doing more like daily recaps from the track.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, because we're going to be there. I mean, it gives us a lot more exposure than normal.
Exactly. So that's all we have for our schedule. Like I said, the last 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, is to be announced. If you like us on Facebook, you'll get that full schedule when we are up and good. So, yeah. So there, 11 days, believe it or not. So now to our final lap. IndyCar is off until October 8th. That is their final month of racing. They finish at the end of October.
Man, those guys get a lot of time off.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to be an IndyCar driver. Formula One, Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBC Sports Network. They're in Monza, I believe.
Formula One?
Formula One. But don't hold that to me.
And as usual, it's on NBC Sports Network, which I do not get.
We're not going to go there. That was 10 minutes ago on the show. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox Sports 1. They are in Iowa.
And the Sunday race?
Well, because the Cups are Cup and Nationwide are Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Nationwide Series, Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN2. Cup Series, Saturday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on ABC. Rallycross is now we're finally in the month that they're back. September 22nd. That is only, well, if you want to do the math, it's only 19 days away now.
Wasn't that difficult?
No, it's not. It's only the second. Yeah, exactly.
I did enjoy the truck race this week, though, and as you put it, Canada. Yeah.
Yeah,
Canadian.
Canadian.
I always thought it was called Canada, but that's okay.
It's Canadian in my head. Okay.
I was going to pick on you earlier about that, but I let it go.
Thank you.
So to all of you Canadians, you had a great track there.
I didn't get to see the race at all, but I want to. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see.
Pretty sure I have it recorded.
Oh, okay. So I'll swing by on my free time that I don't have. See, that's the issue with the school. Whatever.
Let me tell you a little secret. Even when you have free time, you won't have free time anymore, trust me. You might think you do. And it's gone.
Great. Can't wait. Okay, so later this week, we might have it, we might not. Tomorrow, here in New Hampshire, Richard Childress Racing is coming up to NHMS. So, I believe my cameraman and I are going to head up there. I'll do most of the camera work, but he's my ride. So, he's the chauffeur. So we'll go there. We'll only be there for a couple hours because I have school. And then
I can't wait for you to get your driver's license and start paying for your own gas.
He's all right with it. Wednesday, the American Canadian Touring is testing. And yeah, so tomorrow here it's not supposed to be good weather, but we'll still go anyway and we'll do our best. Worst case scenario, I do a little clip saying, hey, guess what, it's raining. Can't do anything. So yeah. So join us next week here. Second to last Sunday before the Cup race here. So join us here, same place, same time. Goodbye.
Take care, everybody.
Little girl, you like it like